a male contraceptive gel. Now, it could be here sooner than you think. Trials are underway. And how it works, the men basically, they apply the gel to both their shoulders twice a day. That's not where I thought they'd rub it.
No.
It's really not where I thought they'd rub it. And after a period of time, it reduces sperm production. Or so they say. Would you trust your man if he said, it's all right, I rub some gel in twice a day, you're all good?
Yeah, Andrea, as far as I'm concerned, this is a very simple answer for me. No, I would not trust my husband to rub gel into his shoulders on time to protect me from getting pregnant.
Okay.
And secondly, I tell him to take the bins out every Friday. Does he remember? No, he doesn't. So there you go.
I agree.
Do you understand?
I get exactly what
There
you're
is
saying.
no way I am trusting him. So in a short, no.
No, OK.
Also, I read that it's only 96% effective.
It
Where
is.
that
Ooh.
may sound high, trust me, I am one fertile being. And I need to put all of the measures in place. So I'd be rubbing it on his shoulders.
Put it in
taking
a
the
shower
pills.
gel, so then he doesn't even know every day. Rubbing it on.
Just to be serious, though, OK, you're dissing men and saying they're useless. That's, you know, quite a lot of people would agree with you.
No, I'm not saying all men are useless.
not
I'm
at
just
all.
saying mine's
All
particularly
right, but
in that area.
most men couldn't be trusted to do this. But the truth of the matter is that we have to trust men to do some things. And as long as we say, oh, contraception, we're in charge of it,
Yeah.
is that really great?
Well, we asked everyone at home, would you trust your partner to take the male contraceptive pill? 67% of you said no. No, that's actually lower than I thought. I thought it would be higher than that. OK, so you might not necessarily, you know, trust your partner, your sexual partner, to use gel in terms of contraception. But talking about it more seriously, it seems that HIV is rising amongst the so-called silver splitters. So those are people over 50 who are single and now back on the dating scene. It comes as the rate is steadily falling amongst younger people. So that sort of got us thinking. Obviously, younger people, they're a bit closer, I suppose, to the time when you get sex education. So maybe they're a bit more up with, you know, what they should be doing with sexual partners. Do you think we should have sexual education for people over 50?
No. If you don't know how to do it by the time you're 50 and you don't know what it involves, of course safe sex is a good lesson for any age, but I'm sick about hearing about the words over 50s in the same sentence as problem.
Yeah.
Over the last 6 months, the older generation has been blamed for getting drunk, clogging up hospital beds, and now we're also responsible for a rise in the rates of HIV. Whilst I don't deny there is a small rise in the rates of HIV, people over 50, it is very low. I think it's 2 or 3%.
Yeah, 3 and a bit.
And I just don't think that telling people to have safe sex just because they're old is a great idea.
Or maybe across the board, because I know that when you're younger, you are constantly rammed with use protection, you can get STDs, and I automatically associate sexually transmitted infection to young people. I don't even think about married couples or people that are older getting those diseases. So is it kind of just spreading it across the board rather than targeting one audience?
Well, I actually think that we do need sex education throughout our life. So absolutely, the over 50s, get yourself re-educated about having sex again. If you've been married to one partner and you have not used contraception because there's no need to, because obviously you're with the one partner,
well,
then something happens and then you go out and you're on Tinder or you're looking at, you know, whatever, and
Or you
going
meet
out
a nice
shaking
man
it
in the
around.
library.
Or you
Not
meet-
everybody does swipey
whatever.
things.
And then you completely forget. It's not. I think my generation use contraception and safe sex for not getting pregnant. They don't think about HIV and sexually transmitted diseases. So if you're in a Zumba class, give them some free condoms. That's what I say. Because I'm telling you, they need it. You need to be re-educated.
The other reason why there's a spread in HIV isn't just because women my age are going round, you know, shopping centres looking for anything with a pulse that might have sex with them. It's because in relationships, somebody lies about having an affair, and one person in the relationship will be unfaithful and having unprotected sex. And that's not always the woman, it could be.
It's
the
not,
man.
but I think my generation of women now, we are celebrating and owning our sexual relationships, and we are saying we're going to go out and we can have, you know, if something happens to our husbands or partners, we don't sit at home, you know, we can go out and find somebody else, and we're celebrating this new release of energy that we have.
And I
but
hear what
with
you're-
that comes responsibility.
And I hear
it's
what
not
you're
just about
saying.
getting pregnant, it's
Yeah,
about
but
I do
sexual
hear what,
resources.
we're running out of time. I do hear what you're saying.
So passionate about it.
Which is good. Save your passion for when you get home. Do you
Yeah,
know
I
what
am
mean?
tonight.
Don't you think a lot of it comes from embarrassment? Because if you have been in a relationship for 20 or 30 years and you haven't had to have that conversation for a while, and you meet, not only are you embarrassed about your bodies, we're talking about Body Stories campaign, but you haven't had a really uncomfortable conversation. I can appreciate why some women and men would just keep quiet and hope that it will all be okay.
So
We
would it
need
be
to
easier if
encourage
there was a system,
conversation.
though? If there was something going on already where, you know, it was kind of casual, that you didn't have to sit down and go, right, girls, you're 50, over 50 now, so let's talk about contraception.
I
Can't we do it in a-
still come back to the fact that in the introduction to this, we talked about silver splitters. What I'm saying is there's a lot of people who think they're happily married and one of the pair is cheating and having unprotected sex.